Now, in order to enhance operational skills in the use of computers, knowledge of efficient and effective keyboard skills and typing ergonomics has become inevitable today. ठीक है, आजकल के ज़माने में कंप्यूटर को यूज़ करना, द नॉलेज ऑफ एफिशिएंट keyboard skill is very important, and making the right use of the postures also. So with consistent sincere efforts and controlled environment, we can master keyboard skills and acquire high speed keying data into the computer quickly and accurately thus becomes easy. ठीक है, if you are the master of the keyboard skills, then you can just master the computer very easily. Now let's see, generally a keyboard has more than 100 keys. It allows entering alphabets, digits and symbols into the computer. Simultaneously, key press can produce actions or computer commands. ठीक है, जनरली कीबोर्ड की 100 कीज़ होती हैं. यू कैन एंटर अल्फ़ाबेटिकल टाइप ऑफ डाटा एज वेल एज डिजिटल एंड सिम्बॉलिक फॉर्म ऑफ डाटा. ठीक है, सो लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट वन. द टच मेथड ऑफ टाइपराइटिंग is a method of typing without using the sense of sight to find the keys. There is no need to search the key while typing, and one has to move only the finger which is needed to strike a key. ठीक है, आपकी इतनी प्रैक्टिस होनी चाहिए कीबोर्ड पर कि जब आप कीज़ के ऊपर हाथ रखो तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कौन सी कीज़ से कौन सी फिंगर आपने प्रेस करनी है. ठीक है. Now, a touch typist knows the location on the keyboard through muscle memory. Touch typing typically involves placing the 8 fingers in a horizontal row along the middle of the keyboard, that is the home row. Touch typing can be done with 2 hands. So, if a person is well versed with the knowledge of touch typing, so he or she can handle the keyboard very easily. ठीक है, होम रो पर अगर आपके फिंगर्स हैं, आपको पता है कि कौन सी कीज़ कहाँ पर है, देन यू कैन हैंडल द कंप्यूटर वेरी इजीली. नाउ टाइपिंग स्पीड जनरली इम्प्रूव्स विथ प्रैक्टिस. ठीक है, द टाइपिंग स्पीड कैन बी इंक्रीज ग्रेजुअली एंड द स्पीड्स ऑफ 60 वर्ड्स पर मिनट और हायर कैन बी अचीव्ड. ठीक है, इफ़ यू आर हैविंग द प्रैक्टिस फॉर टाइपिंग, you can just have 60 words per minute. Now let's see the types of keys on the keyboard. The first one is the alphanumeric keys. As you all know कि alphanumerics में we have alphabets A to Z and numbers 0 to 9 on the keyboard. Then comes your punctuation keys. Now punctuation keys में we have commas, period, semicolon, brackets, parentheses and so on. And also all the mathematical operators such as plus, minus and equal sign. ठीक है. Then the next one is the alt key. This is a shortcut for alternate. Now this key is like a second control key. जैसे आप control key use करते हो, in similar form you can make use of the alt key also. ठीक है. For example, जब आप कंप्यूटर को बंद करना, कई बार आपने प्रोसेस को बंद करना होता है, यू मेक यूज़ ऑफ कंट्रोल आल्ट एंड डेल की. सो डेल की it works like a control key only. Then next is the arrow keys. Now as you all know कि there are 4 arrow keys to move the cursor. ठीक है, downward side, rightward side, left side and upper side. ठीक है, so shift or alt keys. Next one is the shift or alt keys. To move the cursor in more than one position at a time, we make use of shift or alt keys. Then the next one is the backspace key. एक कैरेक्टर अगर पिछली तरफ आपने इरेज करना है, then you make use of backspace key. ठीक है, so backspace key deletes the character just to the left of the cursor. Left of the cursor पे अगर आपने एक कैरेक्टर को डिलीट करना है, you make use of the backspace key and move the cursor to that position. Caps lock key, it is a toggle key which when activated causes all alphabetic characters to be uppercase. ठीक है, सारे अल्फ़ाबेट्स इससे अपर केस में होते हैं टाइप. Then control key. Now control key is used in conjunction with other keys to produce control characters. द मीनिंग ऑफ ईच कंट्रोल कैरेक्टर डिपेंड्स ऑन विच द प्रोग्राम इज रनिंग. कई बार आपने सेव करना है, कई बार आपने प्रिंट करना है. सो जिस हिसाब से भी आप काम कर रहे हो, कंट्रोल की विल फंक्शन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट वे. डिलीट की. Now the delete key deletes the character at the current cursor position or the selected object but does not move the cursor. ठीक है. For graphic based applications, the delete key deletes the character to the right of the insertion point. Enter key or return key, you are very familiar with this. If you want to move to the next line, you make use of this key. Escape key, the escape key is used to send special codes to devices and to exit sometimes from the programs and tasks. Then function keys, you all know कि we have in function keys, you all know कि we have 12 function keys, that is F1 to F12. Now these keys have different meanings depending on which program is running. Next one is the numeric keypad. You have seen the numeric keypad on the keyboard. Now numeric keypad is normally located on the right hand side of the computer keyboard. Right side पे होता है. Dual mode on one mode, it represents number. ठीक है, ड्यूअल मोड का काम करता है. वन मोड का कौन सी काम करता है? नंबर्स की. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड इट कंटेन्स वेरियस कीज लाइक एरो कीज, पेज अप, पेज डाउन. ये कब काम करते हैं? जब आपका न्यूमेरिक लॉक ऑफ हो, तब ये सारी कीज काम करती है. ठीक है. देन द नेक्स्ट वन इज होम कीज. नाउ just see this A, S, G, F and L, K, J. These are known as the home keys. So alphabet A, S, D, F are home keys for the left hand and semicolon L, K, J for the right hand. ठीक है. Next one is the guide keys. Guide keys कौन सी होती है? Now on a computer keyboard, F and J are called guide keys. F and J second row में जो आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं, these are called the guide keys. ठीक है. For left and right hand respectively. Then typing capital letters. To type capital letters, you make use of caps lock key. एक बार अगर आप caps on कर देते हो, all the letter comes in capital form. Typing symbols. Press and hold the key and then press the key when the required symbol. With the required symbol, there are two shift keys as you know on the keyboard. One is on the right side and the other one is on the left side. The shift key is used to access the top symbols that are one of the keys with two characters. Then typing sentences. To get space between typed words, press the space bar. Space bar आप कब use करते हो? When you want to give the space between the words, you make use of the space bar. Then creating new lines between paragraphs. ठीक है. New lines paragraphs में अगर आपने डालनी है, you make use of the enter key. Then the next one is guide for typing. The cursor key serves as a guide for typing. You all know कि there are 4 cursor keys: upper, downward side, right and left. They can be used to move the position of the cursor. Then mouse, you are very familiar with the mouse. Now mouse is a pointing device used to point a particular place on the screen and select to perform one or more actions. By default, the mouse is configured to work for the right hand. The left-handed persons can change the settings as per the needs. Then typing ergonomics. Typing ergonomics provides the logistic support for efficient and effective typewriting. आपका पोस्चर कैसे होना चाहिए बैठने के लिए? All these things are explained here. The first one is a sitting posture. While operating the computer keyboard, sit straight, slightly bending your neck forward. As you can see in the picture, you have to sit in this posture. Then just see the posture, which one is the correct. See here, this one is not correct posture, this one is also not correct. आराम से नहीं बैठना, you have to sit in this form. ठीक है. Then position of the hands. Put your forearms at level with the keyboard and palms down. Keep your wrist straight and hang your elbows naturally, जैसे ये बैठा हुआ है. ठीक है. Monitor placement. Do not bend your neck while working on the computer. ठीक है. and keep the upper board of the screen at eye level. The distance of the screen from the user depends on the size of the screen. Keep an approximate distance of about 60 to 65 centimeter for 17 inches screen. ठीक है, इतना डिस्टेंस आपका होना चाहिए जब आप कीबोर्ड ऑपरेट कर रहे हो कंप्यूटर पर. Then next one is the mouse and keyboard placement. Now keep the keyboard and mouse together at an approximate distance of 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter की दूरी पर होना चाहिए, which will help in smooth and effortless operation of the keyboard. Then next one is your chair and table placement. Adjust computer chair and table to an optimal height. The chair of the computer user must be supportive to his or lower back. Keyboard and vibrating devices such as printers should be on separate tables. The computer table should also have sufficient space for your legs. ठीक है, see this is the right posture over here. ऐसे आपने बैठना. Then placement of matter to be typed. आपका मैटर कैसे रखा होना चाहिए? Always place a matter for typing to the left or right side of the keyboard. कीबोर्ड की हमेशा लेफ्ट और राइट साइड पर होना चाहिए ऑन अ कॉपी और होल्डर. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज पोजिशनिंग ऑफ फिंगर्स ऑन द कीबोर्ड. आपकी फिंगर्स कैसी होनी चाहिए? मास्टरी टाइप राइटिंग स्किल्स मीन्स टू अटेन नेसेसरी नॉलेज एंड स्किल ऑफ कीबोर्ड ऑपरेशन बाय करेक्ट पोजिशनिंग ऑफ फिंगर्स. अब हम देखेंगे कि कौन सी फिंगर्स कहाँ पर रखनी है. इन द होम रो अप्रोच, ऑल्सो कॉल्ड हॉरिजेंटल अप्रोच, all the 8 fingers of both the hands rest on home keys during the keyboard operation. कुछ इस तरह से होने चाहिए. छोटी फिंगर से स्टार्ट करो कि ASDF LKJ. ठीक है, and these thumbs are used for space bar. Then the next one is the fingers are trained to make the correct movement to the other keys in such a way that each finger returns immediately to its home key after it has depressed the corresponding key in any other row. The thumb of the right hand is used to operate the space bar. कुछ इस तरह से. Then next is allocation of keys to the fingers. The keyboard learning process starts from the second row. हमेशा आप second row से keyboard learning की शुरुआत करो. उसके बाद third row and then the fourth row ऊपर वाली. ठीक है, the fingers of both the hands have to operate the keys allotted to them on each row. It must be remembered that each finger has to operate only the key allotted to it. ठीक है. Then place 4 fingers of each hand on home keys. आपकी 4 fingers home keys पर होनी चाहिए जैसे फिगर में दिखाई हुई है. The remaining 2 keys G and H, ठीक है, G and H on the second row are operated by the 4 fingers. चौथे फिंगर से आपने इसे ऑपरेट करना है of left and right hand respectively. Next one is while typing on the upper row, keep fingers on the home row. Lift fingers of left hand and strike upper row one by one and type QWERTY. R and T are typed by same finger. Now again lift the fingers of right hand side and strike upper row keys one after another and type POIUY. U and Y are typed by the same finger. You should ensure that one finger should move at a time while other fingers should remain on the keyboard only. ठीक है, just see here allocation of keys to the fingers on the third row इस तरह से होनी चाहिए. Now keys Z, X, C, V, B and M, comma, full stop and commas signs are located on this row. Lift fingers of left hand and strike lower row one by one and type ZXCBB. Now again lift the fingers of right hand and strike lower row keys one after another and type N and M comma period slash. ठीक है, just try these on the keyboard. In this row, type 1 to 3 with little finger and middle 9 fingers on the left hand and 4, 5 with the index finger. Similarly, type 0, 9, 8 with little ring and middle finger of right hand and 7, 6 with index finger. Should try all these things. Now the next slide is about successful keyboarding tips. Press the keys with feather touch and do not put undue pressure. हमेशा सॉफ्टली अपने टच करना. रेस्ट योर फिंगर्स ऑन होम रो while typing. While typing, release the key immediately as soon as you press it. Do not look at the keyboard while practicing. Press the keys with equal intervals of time and rhythm. Do not take any mental stress while typing. Maintain patience if committed mistake at initial stage. Maintain a balance between speed and accuracy as